per kilo is 370. So how many bananas do you get for that? About 4. So you don't get much. So when we're looking at our clinical waste and we're looking at per kilo how much it's costing us, I mean, that's an old figure there, but for December 2014, the invoice that I processed was $47,000 for 1 month, okay? And probably 60% of that waste isn't actually clinical. Does that make any sense? Because people are putting the wrong things in the wrong bin, okay? So they're thinking everything's clinical. Oh my God, it's come out of the clinical room. So they use the gloves, they put it in the clinical waste bin, okay? They put it in the yellow bins. Does that make any sense? That's why it's costing us so much. Like the last invoice that I processed was $54,000. You know, in 1 month at the hospital. Now that might be small money to some of you guys that have been in medicine for a long time, but I think if we can reduce that, you know, that'd be really good. You know, and that cost versus the cost of our general waste is 80 cents per kilo to dispose of our general waste. So we want to get waste out of here, okay? We want to get waste out of the clinical into our general. We want to get waste out of the general into recycling, and we want to get as little waste going to landfill as we possibly can. Does that make any sense? Yeah? Yeah? You okay with that? Okay, so that's one of the main reasons is the cost. Okay, one of the other reasons is that it's harmful and dangerous to other people. So for example, having needle stick injuries, big problem here at the hospital. We find it on a weekly basis. Infectious control know about it. You know, we sit on a committee and we sit and we talk about it and where it actually comes from. Further on in the presentation, you're going to see images of what we found throughout the hospital. Okay, so needle stick injuries. I'll give you a perfect example. When I used to work in the UK, one of my cleaners, she got her needle stick injury, and you know, it was just in the general waste bin. She was just transporting the waste like you do. No, they shouldn't be transporting it like this, but she did. She transported the waste and she got a needle stick injury, and she went off on sick for months with stress and worry that she contracted something. Okay, so it's that kind of thing that we really want to avoid as well. And it's not only our staff. Okay, it's not my staff, it's not your colleagues, it's the other people on the other end. So our contractors, the people that actually manage the waste as well. We've got to try to make sure that we keep them as safe as we can. All right. So that's one of the other reasons. So we've talked about cost. We've talked about the fact that it's harmful and dangerous to others if we don't put sharps in the correct procedures, okay, in the correct place. And also finally, it's a legislative requirement. So I'm not up here saying, oh my God, I'm a greenie, this is what you've got to do, guys. I am a greenie, and I'd love to do it, but it's the law. You know what I mean? I'm not making it up, it's the law. We have to be doing this. All right? Okay. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about recycling and what it is that we do in regards to recycling here at the hospital. Is anybody who worked here as yet? No one's worked here? No one's worked on any of the wards? What year were you in? First year. I think it's great, you know, because I love talking to more newbies because you guys are in that mindset of learning and absorbing information. Do you know what I mean? Now you try telling a nurse that's been doing it for 10 years. This is the way that it is, and the law's changed. This is what you've got to be doing. I've never done it that way. Can't do it that way. No, not too busy. Can't do it. Listen, you guys now, you're in that mindset. It's all about learning. It's soaking up, and you want to do the best that you can do. So I love talking to you guys. I know we're partway through this presentation, but I've got to be completely honest with you. As I stand here, I really struggle with public speaking, and it really makes it easier for me if you guys talk to me. You know what I mean? So when I ask you something, we're really completely safe environment, honestly. You want to step out here and do this. Yeah. And then I've got orientation later and there's probably 100 people there. Do you know what I mean? It's tough. So what makes it really easy for me, and you guys, because you guys get more out of it, and you guys talk to me, and I really should have said that at the beginning. So please just feel free to it's really informal, just talk to me. If you have any questions, just ask away, okay? Okay, so going back to this, I'm going to talk to you about recycling here at the hospital because none of you guys have actually worked here. You're probably not familiar with what we have on in each building or on each ward. We've got recycling for days. Okay, does anybody know what recycling is? talk to me. I know you want to talk to me. It's good. Come on, just tell me. There is no wrong answer. It's just an answer. Reusing, yeah, you can reuse something. It's basically, you want to be using less new materials and you're taking old materials. So say, for example, a bottle. You're taking a bottle and you're reusing it. And because you're taking an existing material, you're using up less energy because you're taking something that's already existing and you're kind of creating it again. Whereas if you create something from scratch, you're looking at completely new materials and you're taking up lots more energy. Does that make any sense? Yeah? Okay, so apology. Recycling is to treat or process used or waste materials. So as to make suitable for the reuse, for example, in the recycling of paper to save trees. Okay? Alright, so that's just the definition there, but I'm giving you my own definition, if that makes any sense. Okay, so again, why we need to recycle? It's a legislative requirement, okay? We have to be doing this, alright? The type of recycling we have here at the hospital are the following. We're recycling plastic bottles, aluminium cans, glass, paper, waste electrical and electronic equipment. We're recycling cardboard, confidential waste and used cardboard, okay? So, I'm going to do a bit of a quiz with you guys to see if you guys are awake, okay? And I love doing this because it kind of gets everybody thinking, all right? So, I've spoken to you about recycling, okay, and the importance of it. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I'd love if you guys could just shout out some of the answers for me of what you think it is, okay? So I'll explain the recycling process, okay? So I'm going to just read this, and I want you guys to answer the question for me, okay? So recycling just one plastic bottle saves enough energy to power my bedroom, which is half this size, say. In fact, how many hours do you think? So if I'm saving energy, remember, because I'm recycling a plastic bottle, and rather than creating a bottle from scratch again, I'm taking that one bottle and I'm recycling it. And because I'm recycling it, I'm saving energy. Now, if I was to take that one bottle and recycle it again, how many hours do you think I could light my bedroom for?
3.
More. 8. More.
Really?
More. 10. More.
15.
More.
24 hours.
More.
Oh, really? 72 hours?
Good guess. It's 30 hours. Is anybody kind of impressed with that? Look at this. That one bottle that you've got there. Do you want to just pass it around for me? As to what it can do, just recycling one bottle. That's how much energy you can save, okay? Okay, so if I decided I wanted to recycle just one aluminium can, just one, so the Coke that you drank today, anybody drinking Coke? But if anybody's in a can of Coke today, right, and you wanted to, rather than throw that in the bin, okay, you're going to recycle it, okay? So if I wanted to recycle just one aluminium can, saves enough energy to run my TV set for how many hours? My TV set. How long am I going to run my TV set for recycling just one can?
I think we're doubling it, maybe 60 hours?
Oh God, no! No, not that much. No, not that much.
6 hours?
No, but thank you for talking to me. Thank you for your guess. 3 hours.
3 hours.
One can. So what is that? So, Home and Away maybe? What else? I don't watch TV, so MasterChef times 3 because they go for an hour. Do you know what I mean? It's like one can do that. That's crazy. I'm impressed with that. Okay. Okay, and one more. So recycling just one glass bottle saves enough energy to power a washing machine for how many minutes? Now that's the key. So it's all right. How many minutes? Good guess. Anyone else? You've not said anything. Talk to me. Come on. Take a guess. 20 minutes. Good guess. 10 minutes. That's nearly a cycle for me. That's nearly, you know, when you got the kids' clothes and you just want to give it a quick wash, you know, because they've only used it. Well, look at that. It's unbelievable. Yeah. You know. So guys, why are we throwing the bottles, the wine bottles that you have at the weekend? You know, why are we throwing them in the ground? When we're here at the hospital, why are we throwing these things in general waste? Do you know what I mean? Can you see what a precious resource plastic is, aluminium cans? So basically, the reason I gave you that quiz was to just trying to get you guys to kind of change your behaviour if that's possible in terms